When it comes to the mental health community, often mental patients, the members of the mental health community, are often ugly. For a mental patient, I'm actually a very hot guy. You know, they should take my photograph and put my photograph on pamphlets for mental health recovery groups. They should put me on the cover of the psychiatric hospital. Like, if you go to mental health recovery groups, you might meet a hot guy there. Something that I think a common fantasy mental patients have is the staff. You know, the psychiatrists, the workers who work there. You know, the people who take care of the mental patients in these mental health recovery groups are often more attractive. They often have their lives together. Like, for example, I know I used to fantasize about some of the women on the Fountain House staff, you know? But, you know, the social workers, the staff, they're not allowed to date the members. They're not allowed to date the mental patients because, you know, I remember when I used to go to the Fountain House, for example, there were some men and women who had crushes on the staff, and it was very clear, but, you know, I don't know if they would lose their, you know, psychiatry or social worker license if they were to date a mental patient, or if they even have a desire to date a mental patient. I know I would even fantasize about, you know, you know, members of mental recovery group staff, but yeah, realistically, psychiatrists and, you know, people working in the mental health community need to be careful not to date, you know, mental patients, because it might be detrimental to their mental health. I mean, I guess if they quit the job and 5 months go by, maybe they could reach out. But then again, does a social worker really want to date a mental patient? Probably not. It would be a real the Joker Harley Quinn dynamic. You know, oh, the Joker, you know, seduces the psychiatrist, and you know, it wasn't Harley Quinn from Batman, the Joker's psychiatrist, and the Joker, you know, basically seduces her. And I'm not really too familiar with Batman, but yeah, I mean, I know a lot of mental patients want to date the staff, but it's a pipe dream. It's never going to happen. You know, you're never going to date the staff at a mental health recovery group. I mean, I know they say in the United States of America everybody's on the same level, but you know, the staff is on an upper echelon. They're the elitists. You have to date other mental patients.